Have you ever felt exhausted after a good night's sleep? Not because of overwork, not due to sleep deprivation, just a simple lack of energy to start the day. What's going on inside your body when everything on the outside seems fine? Millions of older adults live with persistent fatigue, memory decline, or tingling in their limbs, yet they rarely question it. They often assume it's just a natural part of aging. But there's another possibility, quieter and often overlooked. Vitamin B12 deficiency. The symptoms of B12 deficiency are commonly mistaken for signs of aging, like forgetfulness, tiredness, or irritability. And because of that, it's easily dismissed until it leads to serious consequences such as irreversible nerve damage. You absolutely can identify B12 deficiency early and take timely action. When your body gets enough B12, you'll notice a clear difference: more energy, sharper thinking, and a sense of lightness, as if a hidden burden has been lifted. If you or someone you love is experiencing unusual health symptoms, don't rush to blame aging. Your body might be trying to send you an important signal. And if this video resonates with you, please hit like and share it, so more people won't miss out on this vital message. Have you ever suspected that you might be low on B12, or know someone going through something similar? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your story. Now let's explore 5 silent yet dangerous signs of vitamin B12 deficiency, so you'll never confuse aging with a cry for help from within again. Many people believe that getting enough sleep is all it takes to recharge the body. But what happens when you sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, eat a balanced diet, even lead a healthy lifestyle, and still feel exhausted every morning? Have you ever experienced this? You open your eyes after a long sleep, yet it feels like you never really rested. Your body feels sluggish, your mind foggy, and even the smallest task leaves you drained. Is it just aging, or is there another overlooked reason? The truth is, deep fatigue despite sufficient sleep can be a clear sign of vitamin B12 deficiency, a vital nutrient that helps your body produce red blood cells. When B12 levels are low, your body makes fewer red blood cells, and worse, the ones it does produce are often larger and less efficient at carrying oxygen. This leads to reduced oxygen delivery to cells, which in turn causes widespread fatigue and a lack of vitality. B12 deficiency is not uncommon, especially among older adults, long-term vegetarians, or those with digestive issues such as gastritis, celiac disease, or a history of gastric surgery. However, most people don't think to check their B12 levels when feeling exhausted, resulting in delayed diagnosis and years of living with unexplained chronic fatigue. The good news is, you don't have to accept fatigue as a part of aging. With a simple blood test, you can find out whether your body is low in B12, and if it is, supplementing with vitamin B12 through diet, supplements, or B12 injections as prescribed by your doctor can quickly improve your condition. To prevent deficiency and support better B12 absorption, you can start with small but effective changes. Eat foods rich in B12, such as salmon, beef liver, eggs, dairy products, and fortified cereals. If you're vegetarian or vegan, consider taking B12 supplements or fortified products under professional guidance. And don't hesitate to ask your doctor to check your B12 levels during your regular checkups. This small step can make a big difference. Persistent fatigue is not a fate sealed by aging. Sometimes it's simply a silent cry for help from within your body. And the good news is, when you listen, take timely action, and support your body's needs, your energy and vitality can return. allowing you to enjoy each day with a lighter, more positive spirit. If you've ever thought, "I'm irritable because I'm getting old," just wait. Emotional instability could also be an important sign of B12 deficiency. We'll explore that in the next section. Mood swings are often seen as a normal part of aging. Sometimes you may find yourself more irritable, inexplicably sad, or anxious for no clear reason. But what if these emotional ups and downs aren't just caused by life stress or aging? Have you ever felt like your emotions were on a roller coaster, when a peaceful morning suddenly spirals into a whirlwind of feelings? A gentle comment might trigger anger, or you might feel so down and unmotivated that nothing seems worth doing, even when nothing particularly bad has happened. There's a deep biological reason behind this that few people notice: vitamin B12 deficiency. This vitamin doesn't just help produce red blood cells, it also plays a critical role in brain function, especially in the production of serotonin and dopamine, two neurotransmitters that regulate mood. When your body lacks B12, your ability to produce serotonin and dopamine drops significantly, leading to emotional instability, a tendency toward depression, anxiety, and even long-term mood disorders. Symptoms like irritability, sadness, and lack of motivation are often dismissed as just a part of aging or seen as purely psychological, which leads to misdiagnosis and ineffective treatments. In reality, a significant portion of these cases could be greatly improved if B12 deficiency were identified and corrected in time. The good news is, emotional instability doesn't have to be your new normal. When B12 levels in your blood are restored to a healthy range, your body resumes producing adequate serotonin and dopamine. As a result, mood begins to stabilize. Many people describe it as stepping out of a dense fog. Their minds become clearer, their hearts lighter, and their spirits brighter. The solution starts with self-awareness. If you notice erratic mood changes, emotional extremes, or a general loss of interest in things you once enjoyed, consider getting your B12 levels tested. At the same time, support your nervous system by adding more B12-rich foods such as salmon, eggs, dairy, and nuts, or talk to your doctor about taking B12 supplements or injections if needed. Not all sadness comes from the mind. Sometimes it's your body's silent cry for help. Tuning in and caring for yourself from the inside may be the first step in a new journey, one where you regain control of your emotions instead of being ruled by them. And if you've always thought that pale or yellowish skin was simply a sign of aging, you might be surprised by the real cause. One day, you look in the mirror and notice your skin appears paler than usual, or even has a slight yellowish tint. You might think it's due to fatigue, lack of sleep, or simply that skin changes with age. But what if it's a sign of something more serious that you haven't noticed? Have you ever wondered why your skin looks dull and lifeless, even though you've been maintaining your skincare routine and eating fairly well? Maybe someone has told you that you look a bit pale lately, and you agree, but can't quite figure out why. One little-known underlying cause: vitamin B12 deficiency. When the body lacks B12 for an extended period, red blood cell production is severely affected. Instead of producing small, healthy red cells, the body starts making larger, fragile ones, a condition known as megaloblastic anemia. These oversized red blood cells break down prematurely, releasing a substance called bilirubin. If bilirubin builds up, it can give your skin a yellowish hue and cause the whites of your eyes to appear slightly yellow, similar to symptoms of jaundice. Among older adults, pale or yellowish skin is often mistaken for a natural part of aging or attributed to liver issues. Yet in many cases, the true culprit is a simple nutritional deficiency, and one that's entirely reversible. That's where hope lies. If B12 deficiency is the cause, timely supplementation can help your skin gradually regain its natural rosy tone. As your body starts producing healthy red blood cells again, blood circulation improves, oxygen is delivered more efficiently to tissues, and your skin becomes brighter, more even-toned, and full of vitality. To improve this condition, include more B12-rich foods like organ meats, mackerel, tuna, eggs, or fortified cereals in your diet. If you've experienced signs of anemia before, ask your doctor to check your B12 levels through a blood test. Early detection can help you avoid long-term consequences, from nerve damage to reduced vitality and changes in appearance. Your skin isn't just an outer shell, it's a mirror of your internal health. So when your skin starts to lose its healthy glow, don't just think about skincare. Think about your blood, your cells, and the things you can't see, but that are shaping the quality of your life every single day. And if you've ever experienced a sore, burning tongue or irritating mouth ulcers, don't be too quick to blame spicy food or the weather. That might be another warning sign from within, and we'll explore it in the next section. Have you ever felt your tongue becoming swollen, red, or slightly sore for no apparent reason? Or noticed small ulcers in your mouth that make eating uncomfortable, even though you haven't eaten anything hot or spicy? These seemingly minor signs may actually be warning bells from deep within your body. We often ignore oral symptoms, thinking they're nothing serious. But when your tongue turns glossy red, feels slightly burned, or when small, persistent ulcers appear, it could be a sign of vitamin B12 deficiency, a cause few people consider. Vitamin B12 plays a vital role in cell regeneration, including the cells in your mouth and tongue, which regenerate faster than almost any other cells in the body. When B12 is lacking, this renewal process is disrupted, leaving the oral lining and tongue surface more vulnerable to damage. This can lead to inflammation, soreness, glossitis, a smooth, red, painful tongue, and painful mouth ulcers. Doctors say this is one of the most overlooked symptoms of B12 deficiency because it's non-specific and often mistaken for more common issues like food allergies, zinc deficiency, or stress-related canker sores. As a result, many people live with persistent mouth discomfort without ever finding the real solution. But once B12 deficiency is correctly identified, the right supplementation can bring remarkable relief. Within just a few weeks of taking B12 through supplements, injections, or dietary adjustments, the oral tissues can heal, the burning sensation fades, and eating becomes comfortable again, free from pain or irritation. You can begin by including more tissue repair supporting foods like salmon, dairy, eggs, organ meats, or, for vegetarians, legumes and leafy greens. Also, pay close attention to subtle changes in your mouth, because often, the quietest symptoms are the most important clues to detecting B12 deficiency in time. A healthy body is one that feels no pain, not even in the tiniest places like the tip of your tongue or the corners of your mouth. And the great news is, when you start listening to the small signals, you begin to take control of your health from the inside out. Have you ever experienced tingling, numbness, or electric-like shocks in your hands or feet with no clear cause? Don't be too quick to blame joint degeneration or nerve aging, because this too might be a hidden effect of B12 deficiency. Have you ever felt tingling, numbness, or an electric-like sensation running through your hands or feet, especially after sitting or standing for a long time, or even when doing nothing at all. These sensations may come and go or linger, leaving you uneasy but without a clear explanation. We often assume it's a sign of aging, or immediately blame joint issues, blood circulation problems, or simply poor posture. But in reality, such numbness and tingling in the limbs can be a direct result of vitamin B12 deficiency. And this is one of the most concerning symptoms because it can lead to irreversible nerve damage if left undiagnosed. Vitamin B12 plays a crucial role in maintaining the protective coating around nerves called myelin. When B12 is lacking, this myelin sheath deteriorates or fails to regenerate properly, leaving nerves exposed. As a result, the transmission of signals between the brain and body becomes disrupted, leading to sensations of tingling, numbness, and even loss of feeling, often starting in the fingertips and toes and gradually spreading. Nerve-related symptoms from B12 deficiency are frequently mistaken for diabetes-related neuropathy, cervical disc degeneration, or other neurological conditions. This misdiagnosis leads to the wrong treatments, and many patients continue to live with discomfort without ever addressing the true root cause. The encouraging news is, nerve damage from B12 deficiency can often be completely reversed if caught early. Regular B12 supplementation, whether through dietary sources, oral supplements, or periodic injections, can help rebuild the myelin sheath, restore nerve function, and eliminate the discomfort that once left you puzzled. If you start to notice symptoms like finger numbness when gripping, a pins and needles feeling in your feet while walking, or a slight imbalance when standing up, don't ignore them. These may be early warning signs that your nervous system is calling for support. A simple blood test to check your B12 levels can make a world of difference. Your body always tries to send signals before things get worse. The key is whether you're willing to listen. And once you know the cause, taking action is never too late. If your heart rate has recently become unusually fast, or you often feel palpitations with light activity, don't rush to blame heart disease. Your heart may actually be reacting to anemia caused by B12 deficiency. Let's explore this more in the next section. Have you ever felt your heart beating unusually fast, even when you're just sitting still or after only a few steps? That sensation of palpitations, a racing heart, or a sense that something feels off in your chest. It may come and go, or sometimes last long enough to make you feel genuinely concerned. And then you wonder, is something wrong with my heart? We often think of heart disease when we feel a rapid heartbeat, and rightly so, especially if it happens frequently. But there's a lesser-known cause that few people consider: vitamin B12 deficiency. B12 plays a direct role in red blood cell production. When your body lacks B12, it produces fewer red blood cells, leading to anemia. And when there aren't enough red blood cells to carry oxygen to your tissues, the heart has to work harder to compensate, increasing your heart rate to maintain minimal oxygen delivery throughout the body. In simple terms, your heart is working overtime every day, not because it's weak, but because it's trying to compensate for a deeper deficiency within your system. Many cases are initially diagnosed as arrhythmia or irregular heartbeat, but comprehensive testing later reveals the root cause to be anemia due to B12 deficiency. The danger is that this symptom is often overlooked, especially in older adults, where fatigue and rapid heartbeat are too often dismissed as just part of aging. Fortunately, you can take control and reverse this condition if caught early. Once your B12 levels are restored, your body begins producing healthy red blood cells again. Then the heart no longer needs to overexert itself. Your heart rate stabilizes, and you begin to feel more at ease and comfortable with each passing day. You can proactively monitor your heart health with simple, clinic-based tests. At the same time, talk to your doctor about B12 supplementation if you regularly experience symptoms like a rapid heartbeat, dizziness when changing posture, or extreme fatigue after light activity. Your heart is the central engine of your body, and like any engine, it needs clean, proper, and sufficient fuel to function efficiently. Don't let a small deficiency disrupt your entire system each day. If you've been feeling forgetful, mentally foggy, or struggling to concentrate, it might not be aging memory loss after all. It could be a quiet warning that your vitamin B12 levels are running dangerously low. Let's explore this in the final section. Have you ever walked into a room and forgotten why you went there? Or while telling a story, suddenly blanked on the name of someone close to you, or mixed up familiar details? Moments like these might make you chuckle and say, "It must be my age," but deep down, a quiet worry creeps in. Am I starting to lose my memory? The truth is, not all cases of brain fog are signs of aging. In many instances, memory lapses, reduced focus, or occasional confusion can stem from a simple but often overlooked cause: vitamin B12 deficiency. Vitamin B12 is essential for producing myelin, the protective sheath that surrounds nerve fibers and speeds up communication between brain cells. When B12 is lacking, these signals slow down or become disorganized, leading to that familiar feeling of mental fog. You think more slowly, react less quickly, and tasks that once felt automatic now seem strangely complicated. Many older adults are misdiagnosed with early-stage dementia, when in fact their symptoms are due to a B12 deficiency, a condition that is completely treatable if caught in time. The improvement after B12 supplementation is often striking. Memory returns, mental clarity sharpens, and a renewed sense of control and confidence emerges. This brings great hope, because memory loss isn't an inevitable part of aging, especially when it can be prevented or reversed with the right care. Start by getting a blood test to check your B12 levels, especially if you've been struggling with forgetfulness, brain fog, or prolonged difficulty concentrating. Your doctor may recommend B12 supplements, fortified foods, or regular injections, depending on the severity of the deficiency. Don't underestimate the power of tiny nutrients like B12. While you may be worried about memory, focus, or mental sharpness, a simple change in your nutritional intake could unlock a profound transformation. And as your clarity returns, it's not just names, tasks, or appointments you'll recall. You'll remember who you are, a stronger, healthier, more present version of yourself, fully re-engaged with life. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this journey, exploring the quiet yet powerful signs of vitamin B12 deficiency. Your presence here means more than you know, and I truly value it. We've just gone through 7 key symptoms, from unexplained fatigue and emotional swings to pale skin, mouth soreness, limb tingling, rapid heartbeat, and memory decline. Each one is a gentle whisper from your body, reminding you to pause, to listen, and to take care with intention. Now I'd like to ask you, among all these signs, where do you see yourself? Was there something that made you pause in realization? Perhaps a symptom you once overlooked, but now feel deserves your attention. Please share your thoughts. Your story might be the mirror someone else needs to see themselves more clearly. If what you've learned here feels valuable, I invite you to help spread the word. Just one share might reach someone who's silently struggling and doesn't know where to start. Like this video, send it to a friend or a loved one, because sometimes the right piece of information at the right time can transform someone's long-term health. I believe that living healthily is not a matter of luck. It's a choice. And when you understand your body and listen to its smallest signals, you begin to take control of your life, not with fear, but with purpose. We'll meet again in future videos, where I'll continue sharing practical, easy-to-understand health knowledge for you and your loved ones. Let's stay connected, because the journey to better health is never one we take alone. And always remember, it's never too late to begin living with clarity, strength, and energy, even if it starts with something as small as a single B12 vitamin.